Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at an article by Steen Uno, and it covers this fascinating Voucher Cloud UK study of like 2,000 office workers.
Yeah, it's a really interesting one.
Because our mission here is uncovering how much actual work happens at work. You know, the 8-hour workday is treated like this, I don't know, immutable law of physics.
Right.
You clock in, sit there, and eventually clock out. Looking at the data, it starts to look less like a foundation of productivity and more like a collective hallucination. Are we all just pretending to be busy?
We absolutely are. It is totally a collective hallucination.
Yeah.
And the final number from that study is going to upset a lot of traditional managers.
I have a feeling it's not like 7.5 hours.
No, try 2 hours and 53 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That is the average time an office worker is effectively productive in a given day.
Mm-hmm.
And 79% of the people surveyed freely admitted that they aren't working anywhere near the full day.
Wait, 79%.
Mm-hmm.
So we have over 5 hours of just blank space. Where's
Yeah.
that time going?
Well, the study categorizes these as time robbers. So workers are spending over an hour a day reading the news, 45 minutes on social media,
Okay.
and then another 40 minutes on casual chats with coworkers, plus, coffee breaks and even private job hunting.
Private job hunting on the clock. Nice.
Right.
But I do kind of take issue with that term, time robbers,
Why is that?
because it assumes the baseline should be 8 hours of unbroken output. And we aren't robots. Like, if I'm reading the news or chatting for a bit, it's usually because my brain is just melting down and needs a reset.
Sure.
It feels like a biological need to decompress, not, a heist.
And the research totally backs you up on that. Human cognitive bandwidth is severely limited.
Yeah.
But we have to transition from voluntary distractions to involuntary ones.
Okay.
Because there is a line between a deliberate, restorative break and a fractured work environment. The real problem isn't the breaks you choose to take to rest your brain. It's the involuntary breaks the office forces on you.
Right. So it's less about me checking out and more about the environment just yanking me out of focus.
Exactly. The data shows employees are interrupted, on average, about every 3 minutes.
Every 3 minutes.
Yes.
You can't even finish reading an email in that time.
You really can't. And the cost of that interruption is massive, because it takes up to 23 minutes to regain full focus after a distraction.
23 minutes.
Yeah, so one tap on the shoulder effectively kills almost half an hour of productivity.
That is just, wow. It's kind of like, it's like trying to start a cold lawnmower engine.
Okay, how so?
You pull the cord, you pull it again, you finally get it humming and running smoothly, and then someone just walks up and immediately pulls the spark plug.
That is exactly it.
You have to start all over again.
Right, and that dynamic explains a key data point from work time. They're a software company that measures productivity, and they found that work-from-home employees are actually 30 minutes more productive every day than their in-office peers.
Oh, because they don't have people walking by pulling the spark plug.
Exactly. When you remove the physical environment where anyone can just walk up and interrupt you, people naturally get more done.
But, we can't all just retreat to a home office, right? So if our focus is that fragile, how do we protect it tomorrow morning in a standard office?
Well, the researchers outline a few practical tactics. First, try preparing better for meetings so they don't just become massive collective interruptions.
Right.
And prioritize your most complex tasks in the morning, which is when the majority of workers report their peak efficiency.
Uh-huh.
But the most effective tool they highlight is the Pomodoro method.
Oh, yeah. Most of our listeners probably know Pomodoro. It's working in those intensive bursts and then taking a short break.
Right. 25 minutes of intensive work, then a 5-minute break. And after 4 intervals, you take a longer 15 to 30-minute break. But the mistake people make isn't the 25 minutes of work. It's skipping the breaks.
Oh, they push through.
Yeah, they push through. But the data tells us efficiency steadily decays as cognitive load builds. Pomodoro isn't really a hack to force you to work harder. It's actually a planned decompression tactic.
So you're intentionally scheduling those time robbers into your day so they don't hijack your deep work later.
Yes, because success isn't about staring blankly at a screen for 8 hours. It's about fiercely protecting those 3 hours of peak, uninterrupted focus.
Wow. So the actual secret to getting more done is intentionally working in much shorter bursts.
Exactly.
It just completely reorients how we value time. Protecting 3 hours of deep work is vastly more valuable than just keeping a chair warm for 8.
100%.
Which really leaves us with a provocative thought to end on.
Okay.
If all the data proves we only achieve about 3 hours of genuine focus anyway, what would happen if a company simply abolished the 8-hour requirement entirely?
That would be wild.
Right. What if they just asked for 3 hours of uninterrupted productivity and then let everyone go live their lives?